And this is not to put them up on a pedestal, it's just to encourage them again. I think living with Paul and Charles for 2 years, or 1 year, a little over 1 year, it's hard not to admire them. Not for any particular reason, but just as people who are not just hearers of the word, but also doers of it. And yeah, I really appreciated them, admired them.
Charles Chang, solid brother, truly loving, truly selfless, from what I could see at least. But just all around good guy, and I think he's served our class very well in leading it, and I have no problems with the brother. So I wish people could say that about me. But yeah, I would say if there's one person I did admire in my class, it would be Charles.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, and there's like a lot of brothers and sisters in our class that I really admire, like really thankful for. But yeah, I guess if I had to choose one would be Jason Yu. Yeah, cause like whenever I think about him or like see him, I'm always just like really struck and like encouraged by his humility and like his ability to, or just his knack, I guess, to not take himself too seriously and like just really, be selfless and just enjoy when other people are happy, and just, he's not, kind of like free from himself, I guess would be one way to put it. Like I really want that, like want myself to be like that. Just to be able to enjoy and love other people and be concerned about God and His grace, and to not be so caught up in the self.
Someone I admire and someone I admire is Jason, and I say Jason because one way that I would one characteristic of his that I see that I really, I guess, strive for is that Jason's very, he doesn't take himself or like his situations too seriously, and he's very much able to like laugh at situations, like even if it's like tough or whatever. He just kind of like he can like see the humor in it, I guess, and he just he's very humble in that way. Just in that sense, like very resilient towards situations. He's just really like chill about things, and I think that's something that's very reflective of the reality of like the way things really are. Whereas when something's happening to me, I'm like, oh, like this is the worst thing that could happen, when that really isn't the case. But yeah, I think Jason's sort of, just the way that he can be humble and trusting the Lord to the point where he can see like sort of the humor in himself and just like laugh at himself or like his situations. I think that's really desirable, admirable. Admiral Akbar. Star Wars.
Okay. I have 3 people in mind. I just kind of, I guess, like it would all crumple up to like one admirable combination of all 3. So it would be Jason. Same reason. He's just really well composed in, as Paul said, in just like these situations. Like, it's tough for him, and like even on the tennis court, man, that guy's like so well composed. Like his mindset is just like Roger Federer or something, dude. Like I want that. I'm always like screaming at myself because I mess up or something. And same thing, like in tough times, it's just like pretty good, like biblical composure. Secondly, it would be you, Paul Chung. You're just so like, you're very like, when we met up and stuff, when we talk, it's just, you're very mindful. You're slow to speak at times. It's good. I don't know, like something I definitely lack. And then lastly, it would have to be Sarah Kim's voice. So angelic, man, when you're singing on like Sundays and it's in the background, dude, it's just like puts me to shame.
There was that one time in Tahoe when like someone was throwing snowballs at her.
Oh yeah,
And then she'd be like,
so, I mean, come on, to scream like that, like you're like, that'd be hilarious to have, and good thing.
I agree.
Admirable.
Admiral.
I think one person I really admire is Charles. I think the reason for that is he really makes a deliberate effort to love people, and I think that's just something that I would like to emulate and learn.
I really admire Christy Peck because she's always been hospitable and open and generous with her time and resources and food. And I remember like, sophomore year when she first started coming out, how much she would love us by inviting us over to her place and just being open.
Okay, this is a good one. Who do I most admire and want to be like? So I've had the blessing of being Natalie Quintero's accountability partner for 3 years now, and I think there are so many things in her that I would want to emulate, and I can definitely learn from her ways. A big one being that Natalie definitely has a Mary's heart, but at the same time she has like the diligence and like the responsibilities of Martha, and she executes both of them so well. And I think for me, it's hard for me to find that balance between the two. But yeah, like she's just always on it, and it's so great.
I admire Tammy the most. I admire everyone in her class because everyone has very different characteristics, but I think just living with Tammy has been really good because she's a very steady person, as I think we all can testify. And she's very patient with me, and so yeah, it's been great to be a roommate and even roommate next year too. Yay! So yeah, I want to be more like you in like I guess running the good ways.
I admire Amina because she is always happy and friendly, and she serves everyone and loves everyone. Yeah, she doesn't just love people, but she acts upon her love for people, and she prays and journals, and she makes me happy, and she bears with my teasing, and I hope I can do that more when people tease me. Yeah, and she loves God a lot, and she loves the Word, and I hope she grow in that as well.
Definitely Natalie. I mean, who wouldn't want to move 2 beds with her, like, bare hands? It's a really funny story. Maybe for another time, but, yeah. Or, wait, did you want me to tell it? Okay. Well, I wasn't even there, but, I think Becca, Christy, and Grace were rearranging their rooms, and then, they're trying to move their beds, but they couldn't. They're trying really hard, and they're like, Natalie, we can't do it. She just comes in like, oh, what do you need me to do? I'm like, oh, we're trying to like move the beds, and she's like, oh, like this? And I'm like with one swoop, like knew both this. Yeah, pretty crazy. I mean, other than that, I think I really admire her discipline and her hospitality and gentle spirit.